I don't want to wait anymore. I will no longer wait. I don't know why. It's doing it more often now, where I click my starting button on my Stream Deck and it replaces the picture with that image where I'm holding my head in like a panic. I don't know how it's doing that. I'm pretty sure I set up no such thing. I've said it that it did it before. It did it yesterday. There's no setting for it to change the picture. Hi Ninjash, I saw you in Munchie's chat. Hello everybug. Basically. Good afternoon everybug. Asher, Gabe, Pinata, Hidini. I love seeing all of you just waiting for me. It makes me really happy. Blackfire. Who else? Shinso. Sunba's here for once. Jobless also. Blimey so generously gave me $300 for a salad fund. Though I have to be a responsible bug and I can't actually use it all for salad. Maybe 1 or 2 salads. Shari, thank you for resubbing. 13 months. Okay, you know what that means. Wait, are you already VIP'd? No, but now you are. $300 salad. I can only imagine how much salad that would be. Anyway, I have eaten. I'm semi-full. Also, Shinso. Is Shinso here right now? Yeah, Shinso's here. I was actually trying to eat my pistachios, and I don't know if it was something internal trying to stop me from eating them. That's like, no, that's your smart time funds, or your smart time, yeah, your smart time reward. But like, I think it's the honey roasted part. I was like, oh, I can't just shovel all this into my mouth because it's making me feel ill, actually. So, I know. They can actually only be reward pistachios at this point. They can't be snack pistachios. Their crunch is really nice. That's why I kept eating it. Yeah, ill of regret. And maybe it wasn't the sweetness of the honey roasted. Maybe it was the regret of eating a reward pistachio when I'm not supposed to be. Okay. You know what? No, I'll consider it a reward. Yesterday I was doing stuff in Final Fantasy instead of actually just sitting around. So do y'all remember what happened last time? I do. I also dropped my controller. We stopped conveniently at a point. We stopped at a checkpoint, right? I can't remember. Where the evidence was on fire. Somehow the guy was like, well, our guy's not guilty, even though he's totally guilty. Oops. And they're like, oh my god, the evidence, it's on fire. There's some bug in there. And then they just stood around instead of running to it to open the door or anything. So, we'll see what happened. Who was the evidence? Or who was in the evidence? You must have missed it. Well, let's get to it. We're gonna continue. Oh, was that the end of episode 3? The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. Maybe it wasn't the end of a chapter, it was the end of a thing. My Kokoro. It's clouded.
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes.
Oh, so Wilson isn't copyrighted like
that there is more to this case
Sherlock is. Almost said Herlock.
We have observed.
Yes, Kokoro's heart.
That there may be
almost said hot.
Part to this story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered.
You know what? Okay, playing this game and watching a Detective Conan, because I was trying to rewatch it recently.
The young lady collapsed on the pavement along the road.
As actually made me want to read, like, Sherlock Holmes or something.
Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, a most extraordinary scene had been set. And under the cover of a light fog,
I don't wanna.
the curtain had risen.
Starting from the beginning?
Insoluble mystery of
What's the first book?
Killer.
Is that Hounds of Baskerville? Is that a thing? I think I read that in high school. I don't remember. Read a light novel adaptation? Oh, of Conan? Oh yeah, from the beginning. So when was the last trial? Why did it end? Why did it end at the evidence being on fire? What the heck? Reading stream win it now. This whole game. This is basically a visual novel. There's a Sherlock Holmes anime. That's not the same thing though. It's not really the same as just reading it though. Anyway, we're at the justice's office. Did you sleep last night, Mr. Naruhodo? No, my conscience is guilty. No, not at all. It was an Amherst hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious, I felt like we were staying in a palace. And with all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than day, even in the middle of the night. What about the enormous beds? After my time on the SS Bureau, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space. He said no, but now he's just like getting into it. Oh, I spent the entire night rolling from one side of the mattress to the other. Why do they make sleep sound so comfy? God damn it, I'm angry. I actually slept pretty well last night, but then Pickle... I need to trim his claws. He has been getting too comfortable in waking me up when he's hungry, instead of just waiting. It was gaslit? Yeah, they don't have electricity. I don't think. They don't have light bulbs. Maybe they do. But not indoors. I don't know. When was the light bulb invented? When was it commonplace? Anyway, Pickle woke me up by getting up, going next to my face, and using his claw to poke at my nose. And I literally, like, I think I slapped him. It, like, startled me awake. It was like a very light claw. I don't think he meant to use his claw on it. 1879? Oh. Well, if this is like the 1880s, then I don't think it's too commonplace yet. I'm not sure. Did we even look up when this takes place? Hold on. Every time I look up when it takes place, it just keeps telling me 2015. That's not it. Let's see. Bye bye bye. Great Ace Attorney. Can I get a year? Can I get a year time? A year time. These wikis suck. Just tell me. You know what? I give up. I don't care. 1880. That's my bet. It can't be the 1850s. And Shinsengumi were a thing in the 1860s. This would take place after the whole Meiji. I don't think restoration is the right word. Sherlock Holmes' first appearance in A Study in Scarlet. Sherlock is based on a real person that was created during the era of Victorian. What? Well, if this takes place at the same time as Sherlock Holmes, then okay. Yeah, it would be around 1880s. Restoration is the word? Meiji Restoration? All I know is it's after. It's after the whole incident with the radicals and stuff, which is the 1860s. Where trade and stuff was more commonplace in Japan and stuff like that. So yeah, 1880s. So yeah, probably the light bulb isn't too commonplace just yet. Anyway. Oh yes, it really was the sort of night you can only dream of normally. Hello? God, everything was static for a second. Except when I learned that we owed £3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Oops! Sorry about that. The building was so impressive and the entrance was inviting, I just wandered in without thinking. In a lodging house in Japan, the sum of money would put a roof over your head for a whole year. I did try and look at her eyes, but I'm afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill. I was about to say something depressing, but I'll stop myself. You know what, Sato, same. I hate that so much. I really am sorry. Well, never mind. We must find more affordable lodging straight away, though. If we're not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less. Ugh. London is a scary place. How long are they staying here for? By stipend, is this like the money they're allotted for like the whole stay? I don't know. I actually don't know what stipend means. Kind of relatable, especially for a migrant worker. Oof. Well, I know that there's motels that basically cost the same price per week than like a hotel per day. So it's not too bad. Over here at least. But they're literally in like London, aren't they? Good morning to you at this early hour. Is that the justice? Oh, here he is. Oh, yes, well, why are we here? Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We have come to report on the outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey yesterday. Susato-san is amazing. She doesn't bat an eyelid, even in the presence of the... I almost said... Oh my god. I didn't almost say anything, but I misunderstood the bat. And I was literally thinking like a bat, like the animal. Anyway. Even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart. You're gonna make fried eggs! Sinba, how could you? Stipend is allowance money. Stipend is the amount of money granted for personal spending. Yeah, so like how... I don't know. Maybe it's per month and not per year. I can't remember if they discussed like monthly income while they were here or something. Also, I realized that... There we go. I realized I had two audio sources going. I don't know if y'all heard the game twice. Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation. Oh my god. Into British courtroom practices. Oh yes, it was very eye-opening. Thank you. Can be per year, can be monthly. Yeah, I know. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to figure out how much they were talking about in game. And in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end. Yes, I have already been apprised of events. So is he going to say what happened? Did we not know about the evidence catching on fire? Were we already gone? You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed. Oh! No longer are you a student from the Empire of Japan. You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer. The birds inside this damn building. My country is delighted to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern land. I'm guessing they're not actually having that much. Yeah, but I don't know if it was a stipend for like per year or per month. Thank you very much. So I'm a lawyer now. I'm a lawyer bug. Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you. I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that won't be a problem. Another case already? Lawyer time, baby. Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience. I'm sure. I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I? It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms with it. What's to come to terms with? The man was cleared. What more were you hoping for? Can I be a prosecutor instead? Can we have an ace attorney where you find out the... I want them to give us an ace attorney where they switch the role and your job is to find out that they're guilty. hopefully do the good old where they actually are guilty, so that you're not sentencing. You play Edgeworth? Wait, what game is that? Hold on. Oh, here it is. It's also been released for Android and iOS. Oh, it looks weird though. It doesn't look like the normal. Hold on. All previous games in the series focus on defense attorneys. Has the player control Miles Edgeworth, who investigates 5 cases that tie together an overarching story about a smuggling ring. The game consists of investigation phases in which the player investigates crime scenes in search of evidence. Why is the prosecutor looking for evidence? And rebuttal phases when they confront other characters to hear what has happened. That's not the same thing. That's not the same as going to court and presenting it that they're guilty. That's their job? That's really I thought the prosecutor was to look... Wait, y'all just said prosecutors were lawyers, right? Did that make you went to they went to a crime scene to get evidence? I thought that was like the policeman's job. Was to collect evidence and then provide it to the lawyers and stuff. Because they're not detectives. Are they? I don't know, I've never needed a lawyer. It's Ace Attorney, they do everything. Well, how come they can't give us an actual just game? They have to give us the thing where we look for our evidence and that's all they give us. Edgeworth is a detective? I thought he was a lawyer. The culpability of the defendant has not at the present time been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment. Well, Lord Van Zieks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense. Meanwhile, he was yelling at us the whole time. He said. God, I hate this clown, this baboon. Ugh. Why would it be, doesn't, what? Hold on. Oh, okay. I was really confused because I thought even the original Japanese version took place in the US, but no, it's just a localization thing. It took place in Japan, it takes place in the US and the English version. Okay. Never mind. Fun fact? What's the fun fact? I can't help wondering if Mr. McGilded really was innocent. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, it's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended. Oops. You're in California, Japan. Well, you needn't let it trouble you for a second longer. Sorry? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? Oh, is he about to tell us what happened? Magnus McGilded passed away immediately following the trial. He died?! What? Mr. McGill, was he in the... No, he wasn't in the evidence, was he? Was he? I could have sworn he walked in and the evidence was on fire. Dead? Eat your hamburgers, Apollo. I know that. I get that reference. I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement, and time enough to talk. Okay. I want a pocket watch. Why are pocket watches so cool? So yeah, what's the dealio here? I don't understand. What happened? How can he be dead? After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. No, he was killed after the trial? Well, the evidence being on fire was after the trial. Because they were going to go investigate the evidence after the trial, and he's like, I will come along, and I thought it was on fire when he showed up and not after that? I don't remember. So if he was there, then he died after? As you presumably recall, an omnibus has been wheeled into the courtroom. I don't know anymore either. Well, here we go. We're about to hear. Yes, of course, that was the scene of the crime which Mr. McGilda had been accused of. Precisely. Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames. No. How could such a thing have happened? Yeah, he's explaining. That is being investigated as we speak, but already. The police have identified a corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that of McGilda. That's awful! The man must have slipped inside whilst the bailiff's attention was elsewhere. That bailiff really needs to pay more attention. Yeah, what's going on with the bailiff? And how could that have happened? That is also being investigated as we speak. Man, the courtroom really is a circus, isn't it? Thinking back now. Immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilda did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus. No, they just showed like a banging on the inside of the omnibus. Well, I must be... Excuse me. I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection. Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself. Myself. No, I don't know either. Maybe it was the girl. Maybe the girl set it on fire. Whatever her name was. Inspection of the omnibus? Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard had any intention of re-examining the carriage. Oh. But then who was Mr. McGilda talking about? Also, when... just now, sorry. When he said an inspection of the omnibus, did it show the name as Naruhodo or did it say Strongheart? Because I thought it said Strongheart. But that wouldn't, if it did, that's a typo, I think. Never mind that now, the yard is making a thorough investigation. This matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police. Maybe I misread it and I already read Strongheart as I clicked the next button. Poor Mr. McGilda. He skipped over some important info. What was that? I think he gave us what... I don't know. So, how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court? Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it was wow. it certainly was wow. That jury who was investigating the omnibus, he doesn't know that. He just said that. He said Scotland Yard had no intention of, so now Scotland Yard is doing the investigation of what exactly happened there. So I don't think he knows who is investigating the omnibus. Could have been some group or person pretending to be a police officer? I don't know. Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in the solemnity of Great Britain's long history. It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old. Wow, Susato-san has such a way with words. Wow. I really like Susato better than, that little girl you have in Phoenix Wright. Why is my face like this? Why does this keep happening? And you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones. Wow. Wait, didn't I just think that? Didn't I say that Susato had a way with words, but that was in my head? What? How did... Can she read my mind? I'm so confused. Maya? Oh, wait, I was thinking the young girl, but I was thinking Pearl. That's her name, right? Pearl? The little baby one? I'm so confused. Everyone's psychic, only on you though. Oh. But yeah, I don't really like Maya either. Is it Maya? Who was the old one? May, right? Anyway, I don't know. The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can. The most advanced in the world, is it? It was fortunate that your very first trial was a simple affair. Simple? Oh, thank you, Susato. Thank you for that. That was simple? I don't think that was simple at all. That was very frustrating, in fact. As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose. I love how it was like, you know, if you don't go on behalf of this man, he will die. He will go to the gallows. I almost said galley. That's the cafeteria. And he fucking died anyway, so it didn't matter. Ah, okay. I don't mean to be contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case was anything but simple. Literally, we would have failed several times because the jury fucking sucks. If I didn't have, I already forgot her name, Susato, and her dumb lawyer book, we wouldn't have known about the stupid, lawyer, actually, kind of mechanic. The circumstances of the case were so incriminating, I was stunned when I first learned them. Have you ever been on a jury? No. The concept of a jury is absolutely stupid. I don't care. That's my point. We literally had this whole, like, I wouldn't say argument or debate, honestly, because it was honestly just me complaining, but like the concept of a jury in general is stupid as hell. Like, they didn't go to law school. The jury, like the common citizen, does not have the brain power or experience to decide what the judge went to school and gets paid to do. Then what's the point of a jury? If a judge can overrule the jury, then what's the point of the jury? There shouldn't be a jury. They actually don't want you to go to law school. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you go to the jury and you tell them that you've been studying law, they'll just kick you out. I'm very sure that will happen. That's why lawyers are there. That's why the jury doesn't need to be there. That's my point. There's no point in a jury. It's literally just a circus. The jury is the paying crowd, except they're not paying, obviously, meant to watch the act that's going on. That's it. If the lawyer's there and the judge is there, then there's no point. Baseless accusations from who? The jury? In fact, how many times do you have to wind this clock? In fact, I'm finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. I mean, of course, the jury in this game was a lot more of a joke because there was a huge amount of bias with every single person. Which obviously wouldn't be a thing in an actual jury. Pretty sure if you have any bias, they'll kick you out, but... It's just that this game really tells you just how much of a joke they are. Even if they include that bias. Why do you laugh? Is something funny? No, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. And that can only be attributed to exceptional talent, wouldn't you agree? Well, I don't know about that. I feel like we only even really got that not guilty verdict because, the heck is that? There's like a random set of lines? What? I thought it was my TV. I thought my TV had dead pixels. My TV. I mean, it technically is. Over to the left, at the bottom left. There's just a string of lines. What the heck? Weird. But guess not. Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectations, I freely admit. That much, at least, is an undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I prepared the new case for you that I mentioned before. What's going on? What was he going to say before? I already don't know. I forgot. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned? Is it just me? Has anybody else played these Ace Attorney games? I hate the whole investigation part. I don't care. Take me to court. I want to fight. I want to fight in the courtroom. I don't care about investigating. Give me the evidence straight up, and I'll look at what I got and tell y'all are wrong. I don't care what anybody else says. And don't tell me it's a murder and the trial starts in 10 minutes. Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment. Hana will decide your fate by a battle to the death. Isn't that how we did it in Heavensward? Where Tataru and Alfino, I think, were being accused of what was it? Being heretics or something? And the only way you could prove your innocence is literally a fight to the death. Well, it wasn't to the death, obviously. That's even more of a circus, honestly. Kyo! You like the investigations? Basically character development and lore, but it's pretty much filler. Yeah, I hate it. Unless Herlock is here, and I turn my head, and there he is, like, clinging to the wall like some sort of a cicada. Then I don't care. I miss him. He'll show up again, right? He's on the artwork. In fact, the case is completely different. Oh, I see. Did he just read my mind? Please tell me that Herlock is actually, please tell me that I get to defend him. And he's actually just he's been accused of fraud. That is to say, no one has died as yet. And the trial will not be today. There's plenty of time to research the case thoroughly. Is that a yes then? I mean, no, don't say. Don't question. Don't answer. 23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds to be precise. So the trial's tomorrow then. Oh, 14? What? Oh, yeah, you're talking about 14. You don't have to say. You can say what level you are. And I'm sure we can, get the gist of it. Or perhaps. You got no clue? We have another case and it's tomorrow. So, oh yeah, MSQ level. Is everything alright? Oh yes, I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was, well, it's left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer. What case is this? This is episode 4, so this is after the Mr. McGilded trial. You're 59. Oh. Oh. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. I don't know if I could face standing in that courtroom again after Mr. McGilded's trial. You're on the final case? Well, I'm not. Why does my face keep doing this? Why do I keep disconnecting? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. There's one similarity with yesterday's case. Oh, is it the girl? Oh, is that the similarity? Why does this keep happening? Oh, yes, please don't give any spoilers, Gaia. Once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense. Oh. If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented. And if that happens, I need not to remind you of the inevitable outcome. The most terrible end that awaits the defendant. I drink, thank you, Burger King! Trying to spoil the third case after you you've already cleared it. Wow. Oh, Ray redeemed a drink? Oh, you did? I'll take another drink. I'll take a different drink. Wow, that's so dumb. God, tap water tastes disgusting. Even if I add that yummy stuff that Shinso sent me. Ugh, it tastes terrible. The most terrible end awaits the defendant. Yes, that's right. Ugh, here we go again. I would have just blocked them. Even if they spoiled the previous case, I just would have blocked them. I had a stream sometime where some bug came in and they're like, I'm gonna spoil, and that's like all they said, and I'm like, no, you're not. I don't think I did anything because I didn't know if they were just fooling, if they were goofing or whatever. Because I felt like if they were going to spoil, they weren't going to say, I'm gonna spoil. They would have just done it. I just told my mods to keep an eye out. I'll wait. You've given spoilers before? I mean, same. I don't mean to, but sometimes I get distracted. It's like when Gabe was like, yeah, I watched this one anime, and I was like, hey, what's that one anime where this and this, but like then this happens and whatnot? What was the name of that anime? I kind of want to watch it again. Do you remember the one, Gabe? It was like Pokemon, but with money. You know? What was it called again? See? Eh? See the power? Oh, you were right. Kyo was right. Hold on. See the power. The power of money and control. Pokemon, but with money. Yep, that's it. Okay, thank you. I'll keep that up so I can look at it again later. Maybe we should have you recommend it? See, when I finished it, I don't think it was anything that great. It was kind of fun. But, like, I don't think it was really anything to write home about. Maybe we should do a Discord anime night. Maybe tonight or something. I don't know, where we watch that anime. It was so weird. It was like, I can't tell if this is too... I don't know. Anyway. Your time is up. You'll have to excuse me. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. I thought you said ever tickling. The ever tickling clock. I also can't see anything. It's locked at 1080. God. I wish Twitch would let me, you know, have things for once. I'm sorry, Gaia. Honestly, I'm reading everything that the characters are saying, so... you just have to fill it in if you want. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court stirs. Last time he mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time. And one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo. There is something I should like to ask you. Oh, what is it? Yesterday, you remarked upon something. Oh, I did? That you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asogi. Oh. The will. Huh. I would be interested to hear what exactly you meant by that. Starting now. Inside 34 seconds. Cosmo always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn the greatest justice system in the world, Wait, what? He wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world worked so he could change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I'd like to work towards that myself, and there's another thing. Oh. Another thing. Continue. On the way here, on the steamship, he said something to me. There's something very important that I have to do. Something very important. Stop talking over me! I've only got 34 seconds! And what exactly would that be? He never had a chance to tell me. I suppose he would have done if he had read— Oh. You're out of time. Well, thank you for an enlightening discussion. Oh, okay. Mr. Naruhodo, what's all this about? Mr. Asogi never once mentioned anything of the sort to me. Well, you're not his special somewhat, are you? What was the aftermath of the last case? How was your reaction? I was kind of pissed. I mean, I was already pissed at the whole thing. Once again, the jury and whatnot. But, I was kind of disappointed that they just ended it there. They're like, well, evidence is evidence, but it's like, we got... We know this evidence has been tampered with, so we're just gonna say he's not guilty and leave it at that. Okay. Okay. Well, you see, we have a special relationship. A girl wouldn't wouldn't understand. You have cooties. Yeah. On their cabin door on the SS Bureau, it literally said no girls allowed on the outside. I urge you both to focus your attentions on the matter at hand. Ew, what a nerd. I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case. He'll be able to apprise you with the details. Is he holding potato wedges? What the heck? I want some potato wedges. How long has he been there? So I wish you the best of luck and bid you farewell. Yeah, I bid you farewell too. I fucking can't read. There's something very important that I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what did you mean? I wish I knew, but honestly, you never told me. Anyway, we had better talk to the detective. I almost said defective. Aha! Don't you think? Yes, you're right. I hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say he looks pleased to see us at all. We're interrupting his, potato time. Excuse me. I didn't mean to click that, but I guess I did instead. What the fuck? He's just, oh. This looks yummy. I'm hungry. Could we trouble you? Oh, what do you think? Lovely weather, isn't it? What's the weather got to do with anything? Listen to me, you young Japanese upstart. Some frippery about the weather doesn't get every good English gent eaten out of your hand, you know? But Susato-san told me it was foolproof. Oh. I'm a very busy man, Oh. There's a crime scene to investigate, but I'm here having to give the likes of you a talking to. Oh, I'm ever so sorry. Where do you put them? Where'd they go? It's fish and chips, is it? I didn't see a fish, but maybe that's what that big one was. Can you imagine what the other officers there will be saying? Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? No, he's busy. He's too busy with the bigwigs these days. And oh, he crunched it. And all because of some bumpkin who's here on a jaunt from a country I've never even heard of. This is so stereotypical. Just an English gent eating fish and chips. That's how it is, isn't it? Hear that ripping sound? That's my reputation at the yard going to tatters. There's no need to rip us apart as well. Oh, well, I thought I saw you say fish and chips. I thought you were joking. Honestly. You don't think that's how you're supposed to eat them? Oh, I don't know. Are you from the 1880s eating fish and chips? I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer. Eh? I got it, guy! I got it! It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant. Eh? Eh? What? Is he upset a woman's talking? Shut up! It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it? It is unseasonably fine, I grant you. Unseasonably? Who seasons their weather? London winters don't see a lot of sunshine. Unbelievable! How did she pull that off? Okay, thanks, Gaia. So, Lord Strongheart has asked me to fill you in on the case. Indeed he has. The name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard. Gregson? Inspector Gregson? What's the matter with Sato-san? Maybe she's read about him or something. Why my face do this? God, I don't know what's going on. I keep freezing. You experience a spring season full of pepper? No, but give me one sec. Anyway, it's hot. Okay. Does this detective's name mean something to her? Gregbin. Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson? No, I kind of want fish and chips. Maybe I'll go to Jonglong Silver. You're acting like you know this man, Mr. Sato, but he's a London detective. Oh, I do know him very well, in fact. Very well? Yes, he features prominently in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Oh, in that publication. What's it called again? Ranch Magazine? Ranch Magazine. That's right, Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry. Really? You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible. Oh, well, I don't know about that. Wow, look at this man, he's so humble. The Long John Silvers knew my family, or your grandparents got destroyed. Destroyed by what? Blackfire, thank you for coming. See you later. A little late, but what's wrong with your face? Wow, Ninjash, thank you. Oh. A hurricane. Wow, I'm sorry. That sucks. Long John Silvers was like... I don't know what that is. No, Moriarty? I don't know what that is. Moriarty. Long John Silver's is like delicious the first time you eat it when you haven't eaten it in like forever. But the second time you eat it, you're already sick of it. It's sad. Moriarty is the arch nemesis of Sherlock Holmes. No, but did you know Gregson's an anagram of Moriarty? For sure. There's like no letters that are shared between those two. At all. Oh wait, there's an R. There's an R. Their chicken is amazingly good. I don't know. I like the nice crunchiness of their fish, but sometimes it's just like super greasy. R-O. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, 2 letters. I freely admit that it took me too long to realize your you're welcome, Graf. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come up with the goods from time to time. The goods? Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise. Gregson is the pick of the bad lot at the Scotland Yard. Pick of a bad lot. Of all the Scotland Yarders, those were his own words. That's his highest praise? Well, Mr. Sholmes isn't particularly known for giving compliments, you see. That he is not, and thanks to that magazine, my name's known all over London town now. London town, that's great, isn't it? I have to admit that, to start with, I was a little, well, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard went through the roof. Well, that's wonderful. No, it is not! There's nothing more sinister than the man on the street. People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure. Rumors? Are you quite sure? Yeah, he's holding like fish and chips. I think that's what we decided it was. Is that his wallet? Oh no, it's maybe like a notebook. And his hat. He's changed since the start. He started appearing in those stories. The fame's gone to his head, stuff like that. Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you? Like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying. But I know what folk are like. I'm sure that what they're saying, as sure as eggs is eggs. Okay. Eggs is eggs. Is the newspaper wrapping stereotypical? I thought it was common. I thought it was just like a common practice like back then. Paper is recyclable. And newspaper is commonplace. I get this feeling this detective could be very hard to work. Oh dear, perhaps the sudden rise to fame doesn't change people. Does change people. Ah! I keep thinking about my puzzle pieces! Bella, where'd you put them? Where'd my puzzle pieces go? I finished the whole outside and now it's missing like 3 pieces. Where'd they go? I'm so stressed out just for the fact that I can't find my puzzle pieces. Why did my face freeze like this? You know what? This face looks pretty nice though. Look at that. Look at that glare. Look at that glance. God damn it. No, go back. Oh, God. So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before. Where's Biscuit Eater when you need him? I miss Biscuit Eater. Nothing to tell, really. As far as we're concerned at the yard, it couldn't be simpler. Maybe this would be the perfect game for him. A side of lead poisoning. Oh dear, that probably means that as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated. I wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling you're right. You know what? That's a good thing to say. If you gave everybug guns, then it'd be Biscuit's game. What? A young woman was walking along the pavement on Briar Road when she was stabbed from behind. Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she's still laid up in hospital unconscious. That's despicable. What sort of coward would attack a poor woman from behind? I suppose you would have finished whoever it was off with a Susato takedown, wouldn't you? That is neither here nor there, Mr. Naruhodo. Brace yourself, Ryunosuke. You're bigger now. She just does it in front of this guy. Anyway, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest. So there must have been something left at the scene that led you to directly to the culprit? Or perhaps a reliable witness who recognized the person in question? Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one. Sorry? There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now. Why ever not? Simple. The prosecutor that's been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Lord Barry Von Seeks. Well, here's the thing. So that doesn't mean anything. I don't think it matters who the prosecutor is because he's a little bitch. No! Why no? We beat him before. Even though we were technically on the same side, we technically beat him before. So, sounds like you've heard of him then. Oh yes, we were familiar with, are very familiar with Lord Van Zeeks. Believed to be the harbinger of death himself. The Reaper of the Bailey. Do he not know? Well, it's likely that he's tampering evidence to get Lord Van Zeeks? You think Lord Van Zeeks is tampering with evidence? I don't think he's that kind of guy. It happened again. It's weird because it says it's connected. So I don't know what is happening here. Doo-doo. Hold on. Why am I frozen? Edgeworth was known to tamper with evidence? He was? I know about the updated autopsy report. Is that it? What kind of respectable gentleman? Excuse me. Now that I finished my delicious McDonald's Dr. Pepper, I am reduced to the tap water. Now, yeah. Regardless, I don't think Zeke's would ever consider doing that. I mean, he was, the last trial, he was always going on about being like a respectable lawyer and stuff like that. So I feel like he wouldn't tamper with evidence. I don't think he would. I don't know. But we've literally only had like one encounter with him before, so who knows. Lord Beric Van Zeeks, who he faced in the court only yesterday. Mr. McKelda told us about him before the trial, didn't he? He looks like Dracula? No, he doesn't. He looks like a... Of course, immediately. Is this like his theme? Of course, like immediately it's playing like, you know, a little organ. Very castle-y. You know what? You're right. Fuck. This is not a piano. Pianos don't go beep 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 beep. I don't know what instrument this is actually. I know this violin is the primary one now. Constantly drinking wine makes tampering with evidence. But no, it just makes him... it just makes it that he's drinking on the job. When Van Zeek stands to the prosecution, they call the accused as sacrificial lambs. He seemed like a pretty nice guy. I mean, like, he was very, like, you know, one for his work. Church organs. I said a Dracula. The Dracula. A Dracula? What do you mean a Dracula? There's only one in Dracula. Do you mean a vampire? What? Ugh. Anyway. I wish I was this guy. He's pretty cool. He's pretty pogus. What bothers you about Zeke's is something else entirely. It's not the drinking on the job part. Hey, Dracula. I like the proggers when we're doing Final Fantasy. I think that's pretty funny. Anyway, and every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused have been damned. He's an edgy cosplayer, 100 years ahead of cosplay. It's the fact he's been out of the game for 5 years. Oh, the fact that he hasn't been prosecuting for 5 years? You think that's bothering you? Or sorry, you say that's bothering you? Okay. This Reaper the Bailey nickname, I suppose he's earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty, is that it? He took an arrow to the knee? He got married? God damn it. Fuck. Missed my chance. Well, if that's the case, we should inform you, Inspector, that in yesterday's trial against Lord Van Zeeks, Mr. Naruhodo secured a verdict of not guilty. And what of it? Oh, well, I think that means that even against the Reaper the Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant. Did something happen? I mean, he lost against us, so you better go take another 5-year break. Oh, you really don't have a clue, do you? What do you mean? What happened to that bloke in the end, eh? He's dead. Ah, Magnus McGilded came a cropper in that omnibus when it went up in flames. What's a cropper? So you can't rightly say you saved the defendant, can you? I didn't say we saved him, I said we got a non-guilty verdict. So, which means we won. We succeeded against him. Who cares about the guy we're defending? It's all about Van Zeeks. What are you saying? Look, if Van Zeeks could get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. But that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles, he works magic. Black magic. Oh, is that what he's getting at? Is that like no matter what, they're gonna die? Oh. Or they're gonna face their sentence? I'd have a long, good long look. Oh God, I can't fucking read. Ah, my face! Okay, I drink. Thank you, Fox. Thank you very much. They'll face their own face when you look in a mirror. Ah! Oh, Pinata, I have a request. Yesterday's stream. There was a part that was funny. I forgot already. Never mind. I wanted you to clip something from yesterday's stream, but I forgot what part it was already. Which means it's gone forever. The humor... we'll never know. Ah, fuck. I can't even remember yesterday's stream. Oh, I should have just messaged you. I don't know. No, Pinata. No, Gabe, you have bigger priorities. Pinata can be the clipper. My denial? Oh. I'd have a good long think about that if I were you. Are we really supposed to believe that? I love those crunchy sounds. It makes better clip names. Right, well, I've filled you in as requested, and I'm very nearly out of chips. Oh, he was eating fish and chips, obviously. So I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. We're still carrying out a few investigations there. It was Briar Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place? That's correct, ma'am. And if you head over to the holding cells, you can meet the criminal himself. You've branded him a criminal already? He's as good as, shaking like a leaf in his cell, he is. I'll give you that chuckle. It'll give you that chuckle, if nothing else. He's inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way. God, please be Herlock. Please be Herlock. Inmate 53, thank you. Please be Herlock. That's all I want. I just want to comically come across Herlock in the jail cell. We have to defend him. Have you heard manga called My Girlfriend Is Not Cute? I have not. I'll look it up. My girlfriend is not cute. She's fucking adorable. Hold on. Is not cute. Manga? The heck is this? Ah, ba 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 ba. Is it safe? Is this it? I don't know if I'm finding it because the only thing I'm seeing is called Shikimori is not just a cutie. What are the tags on this? Comedy, romance, slice of life? Oh, thank God. Because this one looks nice. I'm not really into slice of life, if that's what if this is it. If this is what you're talking about. But the art looks really good. Yeah, I'll check it out. There's this weird beat in the background. Oh, okay. What did Mr. McGilded have to hide? That he's a scumbag. I'm pretty sure that was it. Pretty sure there wasn't about hiding anything. He was just a greedy old man. So there's no helping anyone against the Reaper of the Bailey, they say. There's a nice little beat from these gears in the background. Is something troubling you, Mr. Naruhodo? The pink, I get it. You think I look similar? I don't think so. She was cuter. Man, I made a mistake in my design, I think. I wanted to be tomboyish. But if I'm not attracted to myself, then am I doing it right? I don't think so. If there's no narcissism involved, I don't think I'm doing it right. To tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. I hope I feel tomboyish, because that was the point. I'm just saying. I wouldn't date me. Tomboy, tomgirl. As they say in the country, same dog. Same dog. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is really fun. I'd rather face that. I'd rather face the Reaper of the Bailey than that one guy who talked like this, or whatever voice I gave him in the first trial. Tom Mantis. That just sounds like you're trying to say tomato. Maybe you should put sneakers on. What? The fun? What? Well, if you think it's too much for you, there's no shame in turning the case down. That takes courage, too. But if the man they've arrested is innocent, isn't that the same thought we had before? He's guilty. You could well imagine he would be shaking like a leaf in his cell. And I, for one, wouldn't find the sight of that funny. So, if I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's events myself. What? Do y'all not remember my shoes? I don't think these really scream girly girl. Why do my legs move? Let's go back. Woo! Okay. You know, sometimes I forget I wear fishnet stockings. I got the baseball socks. Anyway. Actually, direct translation is one dog. That means things are functionally the same. Oh, okay, okay. One dog. One dog. But I'm really not sure if I'll be able to help this man, whoever he is. But I'd like to try, so I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Why did she just turn something like that? Will you help? No, the point isn't being more tomboy. I'm just saying, I wouldn't date me. And that's why I'm saying I think I went wrong. Be the character you would want to date. You know? I don't know. That reminds me. I don't know why that reminded me. Late in night, I just kind of get stuck watching recommended videos on YouTube, and one of them was like a Batman movie created by an AI. And one of the lines was like, one of the lines was being said by the Joker, and he says, "I don't follow the rules. That's my one. That's my rule. Do you follow? I don't." And I thought that was fucking hilarious, and I was like, why is that so good? Why is that comedy genius and it was written by an AI? Ugh. Reminds me of the conversation y'all were having in my Discord last night about robots and sapiens. Do you follow? I don't. Do you really think you had to ask? After all, I'm your judicial assistant. And you definitely would. It's funny. Y'all should look it up. The Batman movie written by an AI. It's so fucking hilarious. You drink water, I drink anarchy. I'm just thinking about it. Oh, fuck. Why am I actually tearing up? Why is it actually funny? A clown leap power. You know what? Maybe I should read it. Maybe I should read it for y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Just the script, so I can read it for y'all. Let's see. Is this the whole script thing? This is from 2 years ago. I don't know if there's more to this. It just shows 2 pictures. What do you think of Sholm's antics, Hana? I think he's hilarious, but I want to do more of the, those things where he's, like, examining. I forgot what they're called, but then you have to come in and you have to correct them, and you're just kind of, like, playing along at the same time. The stuff that's written by AI is the funniest. It is! It's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna read it. I don't know what INT is. Intergrade. I don't know. Traditional bat cave. Alright, I'm gonna read it. Here's this Batman movie script written by an AI. Batman stands next to his Batmobile and uses his Bat computer. He is sometimes Bruce Wayne, sometimes Batman, all times orphan. Like how? How is this so good? This is now, or Batman. This is now a safe city. I have punched a penguin into prison. Alfred, Batman's loyal battler, carries a tray of Gotham. Alfred, eat a dinner mattress, Wayne. An explosion explodes. The Joker and Two-Face enter the cave. Joker is a clown, but insane. Two-Face is a man, but an attorney. How is this so funny? It's not like this is the first time I've even hearing this. Hold on. I can't read chat and read this at the same time. Batman. No, it is Two-Face and One-Face. They hate me for being a bat. Batman throws Alfred at Two-Face. Two-Face flips Alfred like a coin. Alfred lands heads up, which means Two-Face goes home. Why was he even there? Batman continued. It is just you and I, the Joker. Bat versus clown. Moral enemies. The Joker. I am such a freak. Society is bad. You drink water. I drink anarchy. Anyway. Batman. I drink bats just like a bat would. What? Batman looks around for his parents, but they are still dead. This makes him have anger. He fires a bat rocket. The Joker deflects it with his sick sense of humor. A clownly power. Sick sense of humor. The Joker. Here we go. Here it is. I've never followed a rule. That is my rule. Do you follow? I don't. That's so good. Batman. Alfred. Give birth to Robin. Begin. Alfred begins the process since it is his job. The Joker now has a present in his hand. He juggles it over to Batman. The Joker, happy Bat Day, birth man. Why does this see? This is actually just the Joker, isn't it? Batman opens the present since he's a good guy. It contains a coupon for new parents, but it's expired. This is a Joker joke. This coupon for new parents, but it's expired. Anyway, that's the end. It's so good. Happy Bat Day, Birthman. Oh, it's so fucking funny. Guy. Alfred give birth to Robin. He does so because it's his job. Oh my god, no. Okay, so I did come across that one. It's not as funny. It's like too nonsensical. It doesn't make sense at all. Should I read it though? The AI written Harry Potter chapter? It's kind of funny. Maybe another time, maybe later. Do you follow? I don't. Anyway. Thank you. So then, shall we? Because it would just be Harry Potter. Ron was becoming spiders. That's all I remember. AI writes things like Cockney speakers and just... Isn't that the second time you've done that saying? I feel like I've heard that before. We were talking about Cockney accent before, right? Anyway. Yes, let's go! Let's fucking play this game. We haven't done anything. Oh, we gotta go to the prison. Okay. You drink water, I drink anarchy. I drink bats like a bat would. So these are British prison cells. Are they really? Looks like a dungeon. Oh, they're ghastly. It feels... Pistachio time. Pistachio time. Big brain. If I can have the same brain as Susato, I think it's big brain. They are deshelled. Deshelled and honey roasted. Honey roasted. Alright. Convenient. It is, Shinso. Thank you. God, it's so good. Ah! I want to eat more. I just want to pour them all in my mouth. Why are pistachios so yummy? Yes, and having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls. Oh, don't, Mr. Naruhodo, you're making it seem worse. She's all teared up. Apparently our client is in the cell here. But it's so dark in the back there, I can't make him out. The fucking, oh my god. Sorry, I'm just thinking, the goth ham part of that script was so good. Like, you know, goth ham, Gotham, it's great. This AI, its brain is like fucking huge. Sometimes Batman, sometimes Bruce Wayne, all times orphan. Oh, it's so dark at the back there. I can't make him out. I wonder what he's like. Inmate 53, your legal representative is here to see you. Stop hiding at the back of the cell. Show your face at once. Am I a cat? Yet with no name? Call me by a number. It's utterly unbelievable. Utterly unreasonable. I refuse to answer. Meow? Mr. Naruhodo, what? What do you think is going on here? I have no idea. But I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That tirade of complaints was in Japanese. Japanese? Oh. Who the fuck is this? That's not Herlock. It's some ugly old man. Excuse me, but quiet. What's that? What is he doing? Oh, he's adjusting his mustache. Is his eyes twitching? Oh, this man, this poor guy. He's got some problems. They're all around hiding, I know they are. They're watching, listening, even now. I can sense it. Oh. Right. So, could I ask you who... There you are! You've come to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it. You're a ghost! A ghost? Oh, man. I can't breathe. We mean you no harm, prisoner's son. Are you a prisoner's son? Japanese by any chance? Oh. Oh. This is beyond my wildest dreams! Oh man, this guy. His eyebrows? Forgive me for that outburst before, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine. We're just a little surprised, that's all. Imagine it! It's been 12 long months since I left my hometown, and here I am, in a frightful fix in a foreign land. At least they gave him clothes. Hold on. I mean, maybe. So hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of a compatriot's voice here in this damp, dark hellhole was a most monumental, moving moment! This man, he really is a Manderville man, I would say. It fits in with the M theme. Please tell me his name has M's in it, too. Wait. M? He's the bug who stabbed that guy. Man squared. No, please, no more math. No more squares. Who could have thought that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned us to would turn out to be a fellow Japanese? What compassion my fellow countrymen show. To dispatch him first. Ah, Jesus Christ! Rep. What? Rep Digit? What is rep digit? Graph? Thank you for the dono! But I don't know what that means. I don't know. What is a man? His eyes look so weird. To dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student. You're a student? Noble, nurturing, never-failing Nippon! Oh, it's not an M theme. A first-class lawyer? Oh dear, I think there's been something of a misunderstanding here. I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what happened? Why you've been detained as a suspect, for example. Oh, he hasn't been in jail for a while. He was literally just a suspect from a murder that took place recently. Yes, I will. Shit, stay sullen and silent! I guess he's just this kind of guy. This kind of Dr. Seuss looking ass. Man is a miserable pile of expired coupons. I'm not quite sure what I understand what he means, but he seems happy. We need to have an AI that plays the Ace Attorney games and makes an Ace Attorney script from it. It would just be normal. The nonsensicalness of it would just be a normal game. Just a regular man, very ordinary. He's very twitchy and nervous. I don't think he understands English. Maybe? Oh wait, no, he does, because I'm pretty, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. There's a video on that? Oh, hell yeah. Can you link it in Discord, please? I want to check it out. I hope it's funny. Yes, he does. I just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I am a lawyer, as you said. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. And I'm Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. Why did it take Susato asking if he was Japanese for him to, like, realize, I've got companionship here, and not, you know, Susato's outfit, in which she is dressed in a kimono, and obviously Asian. I am a visiting student sent here by our government, notably notoriously named Natsume. Soseki Natsume. You're not in my Discord? Well, you could be if you click that link! Alright, Soseki Natsume. Soseki Natsume-san? What an unusual name. Call me Soseki, please. I'm a poet, you see. Ah. Okay, that makes sense. A writer of haiku. It's something of a nom de plume. A nom de plume? You mean an alias? What is with his lip? I don't know if he's like quivering or if he's like chewing on his mustache. It's right, Naruhodo-san. No! Don't be so prosaic. It's much more refined than that. And haiku, that really reminds me of home. Natsume Soseki, born Natsume Kinosuke, was a Japanese novelist. Oh, okay. He's best known around the world for his novels Kokoro. Ah, Kokoro, huh? Botchan, I am a cat. There's a lot of references in his words to his own works, isn't there? Kusamakura and his unfinished work Light and Darkness. He was also a scholar of British literature and writer of haiku, kanji, and fairy tales. Huh. Interesting. Mustaches make a great man pacifier? Ew! Born February 9th, 1867. Maybe we can find out his age here. If we can find out his age, then we can find out where this game takes place. He's not here yet, is he? Oh, he's 33! Do the math! What's the math? Hold on. Nope. So this takes place in like 1903? 1907? 18, not 19, I'm so dumb. No, 19 is what I meant. 1899? Is that the math? Alright, hold on. Ah, my face. It's 1900. Right? 1867 plus 33, which is his age. Could be 1900. Sorry, excuse my face. Alright, that's when it takes place. Glad we got that figured out. I like that. If this is based on the actual dude, then we finally got a time. Did I hear you say you were a visiting student sent over by the government? Can you not join the Discord? Oh, if you're in the Discord, you can share it in gaming. If you're talking about the Ace Attorney AI script, you can post it in the gaming channel. Anyway, I may have used a calculator, but I still did math, so reward time. Because it apparently iPut was censored. Don't know why. But anyway. Hold on, I got too many pistachio. Okay. Okay. Welcome back, Pinata. Yes, that's right. A year ago, I was told to go and study in English. Oh, study English. First, I had to suffer that misery, and now this. It's beyond the pale. Suffer that misery? Did you not want to study here? No, I mean, I had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course. Oh. But just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean You can't do it? No. What do you mean? If they told me to study English literature, that I could have understood. That is my field. But no, they told me to study the English language. Utterly unbelievable, unjustly unreasonable. This guy here reminds me of a goblin. No, not a goblin, a kobold. Wait, no, a goblin, right? Is it the goblins that throw in synonyms or the kobolds that do that? I think it's the kobolds now I think about it. He reminds me of a kobold. I see. Only the other day I was told to send a report about my first year here. I tendered a blank piece of paper. Wise words on white washi. Washi, huh? Yeah. I do mean 14. Either way, the goblin made me do it. He must be a man of great standing. Oh, yes. So I'm often told. And often like to be told, it seems. The accusation. Yeah, we're done here. Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Soseki-san? I didn't do it. I didn't commit that atrocious murder. Murder? Same brain. Oh, no, it's all right. The woman didn't actually die, did she? But she was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes. Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker? I didn't see anyone. What? If I'd seen the person who did it, do you think I'd be locked up in here? Oh dear, it seems this case is becoming rather complicated. Oh man. Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to get stabbed right in front of me? He just said he didn't see the stabbing, right? But he saw her get stabbed. Or he said he didn't see who did it. Or see her get stabbed. You know, I don't know. Maybe his vision was obscured by something. Yeah. So maybe he saw, you know, her actually get stabbed, but he didn't. Something was obscuring his vision, so he couldn't see. Yeah. 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 I don't know. Excuse me. I guess we'll figure it out. Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed right in front of me? It's the curse of London. It's incredibly, inexcusably irritatingly inconvenient. I don't think he said irritating, but it works. So Soseki-san was here at the scene, but he didn't see the attacker. It's finally we find out more about the case. Shisato seems so confident. All right. He looks like he's trying to take a shit. Oh. It was an accursed evening. Just after the snow had started to clear and heavy with fog. Heavy with fog, huh? I'd been to the bookshop to buy some books and I was on my way back to the accursed lodgings. Sure, the bookstop wasn't accursed too. As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. Ah, here we go. A woman wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her... Oh my god. She reminds me of Bella. She suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed with a cold hard slab of stone at my feet. Oh, look at him. How terrible. I called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish, grim graveyard. Now that's how you stab someone. Not like that pissy stabbing we had in that previous case. A slight exaggeration there, perhaps. I miss Bella. I want her chonginess here. Bella! Come lay in my lap! I was terrified I had to get away from there. So I ran as fast as my legs could carry me back to my accursed lodgings. That's not good. They'll say it was shameful, I know, to run away like that. Tell me, Saseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours? Don't be ridiculous! Do you think I know of any of these fair-haired English... Oh, and a young woman at that? I'm diffident, shy, timid, unsure, I can't talk to people! I see, a young woman unknown to Saseki-san. And at the time it happened, who else did you see nearby? Did anybody pass you? Regrettably, apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul. No one? Oh, great. Maybe... Maybe she was stabbed a while ago and she didn't notice. So the victim was unknown to you and there was nobody else on the street at the time? That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it? Hmm? What conundrum? Oh. Now about this conundrum. What do you mean, Sasato-san? What is the conundrum? Can't y'all just continue instead of having me click another thing? Well, if what Saseki-san had just told us is true, there's something I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim and that there was no one else at the scene. Then he apparently fled without having been seen. I did! But if that's the case, surely this man has to be the culprit. Ah! You! I didn't say anything! Does Ryunosuke speak out, or think out loud? What is going on? Do we just think he's thinking, but he thinks he's thinking, but he's actually just saying it? What did you say? Nothing. I didn't say anything. You know what? Pistachio. If I'm on the same wavelength as the character, it means I'm paying attention, and I think that needs to be rewarded. Yeah, how did they pin him down as the bug who stabbed her? If he ran all the way back to his home, his lodgings. Yummy. Okay. I only ate one that time. Actually, that's not what was troubling me. What I was thinking was, how did Saseki-san actually come to be arrested? Oh, there we go. Sorry? He didn't touch the victim and there was nobody at the scene to see him. How did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place? Oh yes, she's right. It was him. That accursed great detective. Was it Herlock Sholmes? Herlock. He led the police to me. Of all the bad luck. Accursed great detective. Could it be? That was me. That was Ryunosuke, not Saseki. I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live. With his haughty laugh and self-proclaimed greatness. Brash, big-headed, busybody, be gone! Ah, fuck. May you be cursed until the end of your days. Hairlock Sholmes. I just keep calling it Hairlock. God, fuck this twink. I knew it! Mr. Sholmes? Alright. Hairlock Sholmes. I said twink, didn't I? Himbo. Fuck. Oops. 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 Interesting. What do you mean by interesting? Oh, fuck. I keep clicking things. Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure. It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst through the door. They they started shouting at me, "This is the police, put the weapon down!" Yes, it was a thin sliver, and yes, it was hard, but I wasn't eating a weapon. Disgusting dietary discrimination devils! Oh my goodness. You clearly had a trying morning yesterday. Better not elaborate. Well, then why'd you mention it? Anyway. Someone please said so silly. Anyway. And there he was in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That Herlock Sholmes. It's actually just Herlock Sholmes. He's English. I've since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London. Yes, the great detective is really very well known. And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman, me, this weak-stooped kitten of a man. I wonder what great deduction process led him to his conclusion this time. Do you mean to say that Mr. Sholmes' deduction was the only reason the police arrested you? That should be really most unreasonable. Well, the thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in. Of course you were, that's only natural. I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing question after question at me in impossible English. A fiendish foreign film flammery. I don't know what that means. Well, we are in England, you can't really blame them for questioning you in English. Good point, but my mind wouldn't blink. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. So I just kept repeating things like, yes, I do, and I'm fine. Next thing I knew, I was in manacles, and before I knew it, I was thrown in here. Out here, I'm afraid that's hardly surprising. Man didn't know his Fifth Amendment right. How has your Friday been? I woke up. And here I am. That's it. After today, thanks to some bugs, Blimey and Graph's generous donations, I'm gonna get me a salad! And then I gotta sell my copy of Animal Crossing. RIP. No more Animal Crossing from me. Oh. It's okay. If I want it, I can buy it again. Bye-bye, Islanders. It's okay. My Islanders were fucking ugly. Anyway. Your save data is saved to your console anyway, so if I just get the game later, like, I can just pick up from where I left off. Did you have Cherry? I didn't! I had some stupid kangaroo and an ugly dog, I think. For some reason, I couldn't transfer my Animal Crossing save data from my other Switch. And so, I just had Ugly. Isn't there only one Cherry? Isn't there a bear named Cherry? Right? I know I had her in New Leaf. Let me see. Oh, she's a dog. Why? Why Cherry? What? Is it because her name is Hana? Are you trying to... Her Japanese dog is... Her Japanese name is Hana. With 2 N's. Oh. It's not Hana. It's fucking Hannah. Who said it? Who mentioned Cherry? Who mentioned Cherry? Who mentioned it? It was Pinata. It was Pinata. I'm sorry, Pinata. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. How dare you? Here you go. This is what it shows. That was a fun experience, even if he didn't know. Ah! I'm fine. He's not fine now. I'm not fine. Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Oh yeah, isn't that Esquire the title for a lawyer? The fuck they on about pink? What do you mean? Oh, it's kind of like reddish, isn't it? She's more of a kind of red. It just says darker pink tone. Anyway, that's enough about that dog. What the dog doing? Here's hoping you have fun with this case. Are you heading out, Gaia? Pink red, one dog. One dog. Quite literally one dog. Oh, you can just call me Naruhodo, and when we're speaking English, it's simple mister is more than enough. A simple mister. Of course not. Oh, okay, sorry. You're here for the long run. Even if you can't watch, are you just listening? Yeah. Oh, yes, alright. Yes, they've really got to me. This country is poisoning my mind. But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You can tell them what really happened. You'll do it, won't you? Well, why is it so hard to say yes to me? Well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself on a study tour. Student? I defended a case in the Old Bailey, only the one though. And at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means. Damn, we basically only just started, and it's already gotten to like the dark side of the fucking being a lawyer, basically. Defending the guilty. Yeah, basically that, defending the guilty. I must give warning though, a few parts later severely confused me. Oh, okay. Oh, Naruhodo-san. I'm not even the foreign student who was supposed to be here. I'm a sort of locum. Locum? What does that mean? I know there was a case in the second game where you had to do that. I remember speaking about it. I was like, about having things like that happen. But be prepared. Oh, this trial? Okay. I mean, we already know that my brain is too big for this game. And, I don't think bro, take your shirt off. Wow. Thanks for the follow. Yes, this trial. Ugh. Locum is apparently legalese for temporary. Legalese? What does legalese mean? Locum lawyer, I suppose. But that armband, that's the mark of a defense lawyer from our great empire. It's a keepsake from a man who who should have been here. He was my best friend. Oh. A keepsake? Do you want me to defend you or not, sir? I know exactly what they're saying about me. Oh, who do you mean? The lawyers, all the British defense lawyers, they won't defend me. Goodness, why? Why would you say, or why do you say that? Why would you say that? I like that every time I come to your stream, you're always playing a gem of a game. Or some game I've never heard of. Isn't that how it always is, though? I feel like... Well, I don't know. I guess it's a good thing. I don't know if always playing a good game or always playing a game you've never heard of is really that good, though. But I don't know, maybe I just like good games. Because I've never played this game before, so I don't know. A trendsetter. Yeah, I'm really setting those trends by playing Tales of the Abyss tomorrow, huh? Maybe I just like good games. Because I've never played this game before, so I don't know. A trendsetter. Yeah, I'm really setting those trends by playing Tales of the Abyss tomorrow, huh? 'Cause I'm really setting those trends by playing Tales of the Abyss tomorrow, huh? Is it Tales of the Abyss we're playing tomorrow? What do I play on Sundays? I can't even remember. Oh, we play Nocturne on Sunday. That's right. The Doom engine? Is that just like that FPS kind of dungeon crawler? I don't think so. I don't think I'm really into that. For the same reason as you noted before when it happened. Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow is Saturday. I was just trying to remember. A simp for VTubers. Amazing. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hana Horde. Have you heard of Escape from Monster Manor? Oh, I think I actually have. Hold on. Let me look that up. Is that just one of those funny kind of... Oh, no, I have not. I don't think I really have an interest in playing this game. I thought that was like one of those corridor horror titles. Oh no, where did all my things go? I had tabs open for the conversations we had earlier about the my girlfriend isn't cute. There we go. And then, hold on. Fuck, I did it again. I keep clicking the Google logo. I'm gonna keep that up. And then the C anime. Give me just a sec. Sorry. I have these up because I know I'll forget them and I want to check them out again later. Okay. Okay. Would you be interested in playing it for Halloween? Probably not, honestly. I do want to try and play some other horror game. Last Halloween. God, Halloween's already coming up. Man. We can continue more Alien Isolation. Thanks, Commander Lord. I do want to play some other games though. We'll find out. But I don't think I really have an interest in a style like that. It just doesn't look entertaining to me. Though I'm sure it is, you know, to some bugs. Halloween is in 2 months. You say it like it's October already. I mean, it's September, so it's basically October. Amori? Is Amori a scary game? Was corny though, so Temp banned me for 5. Oh no, you're fine, you're fine. Boing. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hana Horde. Amori is psychological. Psychological horror? Layers of Fear is psychological horror. Do you just mean psychological or psychological horror? If it's not gonna be on the same Mario the Music Box? What? Time for another tab. Mario the Music Box. Why is it actually Mario? I don't think I'm really that interested in it. Where am I getting all these follows from suddenly? Chilled Apricot. Apricot. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hana Horde. Where y'all coming from? There was only the victim and myself around and I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit. It must be very hard for you, Soseki-san. Are they bot follows? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. You've been here for months, just never followed. Oh, you're subbed already. That's... Well, welcome back. No, I don't think they're bots. The new string of bot names is very obvious too. So... and anyway, I'm a student from overseas. I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not meant to be trusted. Even I recently got some follows, definitely bots. Oh yeah, there are some bots going around for sure. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I don't think those who have just followed me are bots. I heard them openly laughing about me before in my earshot without any compunction? What is that? Compunction? At all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said, and of course the foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway. That's awful. They're wrong! I've studied more English than half of the policemen out here on the streets. I've traveled halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and its great history. But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me. So, at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. How do you check your follows? I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't actually look at my follow list. I see my activity feed. And I see my recent follows, but I don't go browsing through my follow list. To be honest. TBH. You could do it, couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through. Soseki-san, it's just that... Oh. Give me a little time, please. Ace attorneys out here like, wouldn't it suck if criminal justice system was operated by a bunch of racists? Right? I'll do what I can for the time being. What do you mean? If you're on mobile, you might have to go to the browser version to find out. The mobile is kind of limited in what you can do in your settings. We shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure. Oh, yes, thank you. I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you, locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Oh my goodness. We should be going then, Naruhodo-san. We have a case to prepare for. Alright. Is that it? Can I look around? Oh, I can't examine. Hey! What do you think of this? How's this look? Yes! The symbol of one of our great empire's first-rate lawyers! Which means, of course, you'll stand by my side, you'll defend me. Oh, no, sorry, that wasn't why I was showing it to you. Now why else would you show me that? Oops. In hindsight, that probably wasn't the best idea. Alright. The boing boing? Is that the one you're worried about? Calling me out for what? I'll be honest, this game looks really nice on my TV. Oh, a broken bicycle? So this is where it happened, Briar Road. Ah, look, Mr. Naruhodo. Look at that regulation metal helmet, it's unmistakable. The men of Scotland Yard are here, they're investigating as we speak. It does, it looks very nice. That is their job, you know. But Mr. Naruhodo, to see one with my own eyes. They're often depicted in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, but I never dreamt I'd ever come this close. This game came out? No, this game came out in 2015. On the 3DS. Their job is so incompetent. Case closed. Right? To a real Bobby's helmet. Bobby? What? The helmet? Of course! I have to try one on one day. Maybe you should ask them if you can try on their helmet. Well, I hope your Hattie dream comes true. Oh, it's Gregory. Geralt Gregson, sorry, I forgot his name. What's the Japanese delegation doing here? Oh, Inspector Gregson. This isn't on the tourist trail, as I'm fairly sure you're well aware. Yes, of course. We're here to investigate. So you've been to the holding cells then. What do you make of the criminal? He's not a criminal, as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect. We'll see about that. You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose. Wow. Wow. Okay. He definitely is a less entertaining Gumshoe. Anyway. This man's chin game is weak. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Well, do what you will. It doesn't bother me. The bloke's in court tomorrow, whatever happens, and the verdict's a foregone conclusion. Ugh. A stone-cold air of rejection. Take heart. London at this time of year is full of a stone-cold air. That makes it worse somehow. This guy makes me hungry. I don't think I'm really here to talk to him. Oh, I guess I am. Tell me about Scotland Yard, Inspector. Ever since I read about it in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I've been fascinated by the place. The Yard is the most sophisticated police and organization you'll find anywhere in the world, ma'am. He's so proper to her. He's not nearly as handsome yet. I guess not. I guess you could say that this guy is not a himbo. I have a question. Do you make your own VTuber model? I did not make my model. If you are on desktop, you can scroll down below. I have my credits down there. Zaya made my model. The only thing I did for myself was make my design. That's it. Though, I think... other than the suggestions, Zaya, again, was mostly in charge of actually finalizing my stuff. Like this vinyl jacket I've got on. Hi, Ren Lopez. Welcome. I stream with a very simple orange Jack Frost. And it's neat, but I want a bit Jack Frost. The Hee-Ho Jack Frost, but orange. Anyway, there's plenty of artists you can find if you're looking to commission. Just know that, you know, having an actual model and having it rigged. What is that? Oh, it's kind of like the Hee-Ho Jack Frost. You just know it? Bastard, how long have you been here? Oh my god. Anyway, just know that VTubing is really expensive. So be prepared to spend, you know, at least half $1,000 to $1,000 plus just for art for the model. And then plus the rigging, which could be like, you know, same price. Very expensive. Oh, pinata, good math. Eat yourself a pistachio. Good job. You thought about doing a model? You don't have to. Honestly, like, you hear about it a lot in the VTuber community. Like, you can just like get away. I wouldn't say get away with, but like you can easily just do like a PNG or something, like a reactive PNG. It doesn't have to be a full-on model to be successful. Oh, math champ. There's a big demand. There is a big demand. But I feel like I don't think being a VTuber is a failing trend. I don't think that's what I'm trying to say. But if you ask a VTuber like their numbers and stuff, it has gone down a lot since the start of COVID. So it's probably not going to be as big anymore. Like you gotta be careful if you're deciding to get into VTubing now. I appreciate your thoughts on VTuber stuff. Have some eggs. Thank you for the 100 bits, Gamma. Like if you got the funds, if you got the extra funds and you kind of just want something for fun, then go ahead. But don't do what I did. Don't quit your job. Thank you for the egg. Okay. I do wanna try and get another job, like more than just like part-time, so that way I can have a lot more money for my rebranding and everything. Excuse me. It's still on the rise in a way, but I guess more newcomers dilute those values substantially. Well, there are plenty of VTubers still coming out. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the viewership is going down. So it's not, you know, because of, you know, everybody's going back to school or back to work now that COVID restrictions are starting to loosen. So I don't know how to describe it. I'm not too worried about numbers anymore. It's just that I still do want to get partner at least. Like I said, it's better to get into it if you just simply have the funds. I'm a new VTuber, but I ain't no big titty goth GF model. I mean, neither am I. Literally, I ain't got no big titty either. You still have to work yourself. Yeah. Definitely. You know, some bugs get lucky. Well, I wouldn't say lucky. But you know, there's some VTubers out there that I'm sure they could, you know, this is their part-time job. And I wanted this to be my part-time job, but it's just not realistic. Not for me, not right now. No, I corrected myself. Lucky was not the correct term. No titty GF. And soon I'm about to not even be a GF. We're gonna change that entirely. Instead, I'm gonna be your king, and you all worship me. Concave. Yeah, this. Hold on. Where is it? This could be your new king. Solomon is a king cover. Okay, I keep considering it, honestly. I think about it every so often. But that's more money. It's that's just a cute version. That's not actually it. I really do want to do some covers, especially that Iruma-kun ending theme right now. But getting some bug to edit it and whatnot, it costs more money. It would fit though, but it would just look like every other King cover, and that's a King, just anything. I don't know. King is just so overdone at this point. I don't think there's any point in doing a cover for it when that that market, you know, is so saturated. Even if it is fitting, and that's what's frustrating me. Is that the ending? Is what the ending? Do you get your model Fiverr? Are you asking if I got my model from Fiverr? No. I would suggest searching the VTuber community on Twitter and then finding out, you know, just looking at models and finding an art style that you like and then trying to get into content. What the hell is a King cover? King is a song. Cover is, you know, your own version of that song. So I think Gura and Calliope just did one together, didn't they? It's so weird. I feel like King was so last year. Anyway. Do not go to Fiverr. Do not, actually do not go to Fiverr for your models because there's so much theft on there and it's easy to get scammed for that sort of thing. So be very careful. Like I said, just go to Twitter, look for VTubers, find art and artists that you like. Well, that was just me speaking wrongly, Jungle. I didn't mean to say drawing a King cover. I just meant like drawing the thumbnail, drawing the image for the cover. Do you think that King cover is what I need to get huge? Anyway, we still have plenty of time, but I have to put Solomon on hold right now. Other than some stuff that's within my own restriction, like artwork, my own artwork rather. I have to wait for anything for Solomon, unfortunately. Oh, and you know, I've always dreamt of wearing a real Bobby's helmet. If you go in my Discord, by the way, you can see plenty of stuff about Solomon. I will be changing. I will be rebranding to my character Solomon, who is like a several thousand-year-old dragon vampire. Thank you very much. There's my own channel in there that has artwork and yeah, artwork, fan art, stuff like that. Okay. God, this water really sucks. I can feel it every stream. I do want to give myself one final upgrade, but it won't be in model form, unfortunately. Tomboy the baby. Reverse osmosis. Is it reverse osmosis? Can you reverse osmosis your age into something that's significantly greater than what you are? But in the past? I don't think so. It does make them look the part, seeing that policeman there with his helmet on. You certainly get the sense that this is a man who will take no nonsense in his duty of protecting the city. Oh yes, doesn't he look wonderful? Being a London Bobby is hard going, I can tell you. A Bobby. Why is it called a Bobby? Anyways, have a good rest of your stream. I just wanted to see what you thought about VTuber models and garbage. And garbage? We didn't talk about garbage, so have a good rest of your day. Okay, Gamma, well, thank you for coming. And hopefully we'll see you later. Oh, really? First thing in the morning, you know what he does? He goes round and rouses all the laborers on his beat so they can get off to work. What? He wakes people up? Wait, who are we talking about? Yep, raps on their windows with a long pole. Did it myself, going back a bit. Is that that was an actual thing though, isn't it? Because alarm clocks don't exist. Alarms don't exist. I had no idea. The Bobby works for the people of the town. That's just another one of his duties. After that, he starts tirelessly patrolling the streets all day long. He has to cover 20 miles a day. That's the regulation distance. Damn, 20 miles. I can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way. Miles! Wait, did you just say miles? This game's a fake. Let me see. 20 miles, that's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama. On foot? That's definitely taking things a step too far. The first American alarm clock was invented in 1787 by Levi Hutchins in Concord, New Hampshire. How? Hannah, we use miles in the UK? You do? What's a kilometer? Our cars say miles per hour? Then how come I see kilometers per hour? Hold on. The UK remains the only country in Europe and the Commonwealth that still defines speed limits in miles per hour. What the fuck? Well, that's cars, though. Oh, road distances are measured in miles. The fuck? Why? Okay. Oh, I did it again! Fuck! I closed one of my tabs I didn't mean to close. There we go. UK be stressing me out. Why? No country for old bug. I'm not even old. I'm not even that old. I'm definitely not even old. UK is a state of mind? No, it's a state of being, probably. On foot? That's definitely taking... Oh, thanks. A step too far. Haha, get it? Because they're walking. And when it gets dark, of course, he has the important job of lighting all the gas street lamps. Oh, my. And I suppose in between all of those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well? and chase after criminals trying to evade the law. I'm not sure you could call it in between exactly. More alongside, but yes. They're expected to handle those jobs as well. We do have men keeling over from time to time, I admit. Holy crap! I'd always dreamt of wearing one of those helmets, as I said. But it's with a heavy heart that I shall have to relinquish that dream to you, Mr. Naruhodo. What? Why me? Your heavy heart will be my heavy head if you do. Jobless? UK is old. Scotland is most likely its Tourette syndrome. What are you talking about? It happened at around 5 in the evening 2 days ago, just there, on that open bit of pavement. The victim, a young woman, was stabbed with a blade from behind. Is it right that the lady is still unconscious now? You mentioned that she was being treated in the hospital. I never said she was a lady. Truth is, unless she comes around pretty smartish, we won't be able to find out much about her at all. She's not a lady? What? I suppose that means they haven't been able to take a statement from her, of course. You just shoved those in his pocket. Here's a map of the local area. I happen to have it on me. You can take it if you want. Really? Are you sure, Pinata? No. Why did reading yawn make me yawn? God damn it! It's yard policy to give lawyers defendant suspects the odd bit of information to go on. I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but still. Thank you, Inspector. We gratefully accept. Alright, got the local map. Anyway, as far as we know, there was no one else in the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. So who did it, do you ask? Not much of a head-scratcher, is it? Well, I know Mr. Natsume is also claiming to not have seen anything else around, but just because he didn't see anyone, it doesn't mean we can't be sure that no one else was present. I feel like for 2.5 hours, I should be a lot further than I am. I'm sorry to have to tell you, but we most certainly can be sure. How? Because, ma'am, the precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed. What? We have 2 very reliable witnesses, no less. I've created a feedback loop. What do you mean? It was a typical foggy London day. Your client obviously didn't see them. There are witnesses now? Well, if my client didn't see the witnesses, then how did they see him? Who are these witnesses, Inspector? A fellow and his wife, and a man's, one of the most reliable and respected citizens in all of London. He's a copper from Scotland Yard. Oh, I bet he did it then. A policeman? That might change things. Well, do cops have immunity back then? Stop making me read yawn. Stop typing yawn. No! I'm not doing it. This policeman just happened to be there at the exact moment the woman was attacked. Nothing peculiar about that, ma'am. Part of the parcel of being a bobby. Catching them banging the act and all that. Nope, I'm not looking. Stop. Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions? Be my guest. You can ask him what you like. In court tomorrow. Oh. I've no doubt he'll be summoned as a witness. So that'll give you something to look forward to. That's that then. He's got no intention of letting us meet the man beforehand, it seems. Isn't that just how it's supposed to be? I don't think you're supposed to meet up with the witnesses beforehand. I'm not sure. I don't know. God, can y'all hear my chair? Holy fuck, it's so loud. A policeman God damn it. I didn't even read yawn that time. A policeman witnessed the incident. As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that this could make our job very difficult indeed. WD-40? Where? It's all of it. Also, hi, Lan. Yes, as a non-judicial assistant, I could have warned me about of that too. What? Oh yes, one more thing, Inspector. What? The person who led you to the suspect. I heard that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes. What are you bringing him up for? Was it something I said? The color has drained from his cheeks. Pinata, thank you for the dono. That scared me. What happened to Herlock? Who did you hear that name from? What do you mean? Oh, well, it was Mr. Natsume who mentioned it. He said that Mr. Sholmes was with the police when they entered his lodgings. I'm sure it was the result of one of Mr. Sholmes' inspirational great deductions. Fiddle faddle! Uh-oh. Ah! God damn it, Sherry. I forgot what we were doing again. Well, we're here to try and find some, like, knowledge, I guess. The man's an amateur and I'm getting sick and tired of him showing his mug everywhere. Oh. Why did he ask where did you hear that name from? We talked about him before, haven't we? I don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up at the scene of the crime. Wanders around spouting incomprehensible rubbish, and before you know it, he claims to have solved the case. Yes, he's quite astounding, isn't he? He is a great help to Scotland Yard, though, isn't he? Gibble gabble! Ah! Gibble gabble. Ever seen this before? Oh, yes, that's Rant's magazine. The wonderful publication in which the adventures of Herlock Sholmes appears. Yes, well, that wonderful publication, as you put it, sees fit to include several of the Yard's detectives in its stories. And the so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. If you ask anyone at the Yard, it's a misadventure to be included in any of Herlock Sholmes' tales at all. Ah, makes sense. Well, I suppose there's an element of that. We work our socks off, every one of us, only to be frumped by this public... frumped by the public thanks to that obnoxious detective. The man's as dangerous to us at Scotland Yard as he is to all of our criminals. Oh. Interesting. That can't really be true, can it, Inspector? Clearly the great detective and the police have a complex relationship. I thought he was gonna say he died. I was about to get really pissed off. That twitchy Japanese book goes on trial tomorrow. Are you going to defend him or not? Well, makes no difference to me. But I will just say this. No London lawyers worth his salt would touch that case with a barge pole? What's a barge pole? This game does look nice. It's not bad. Himbos are not... Of course they're not! That's why they're a himbo. It's quite literally in the definition. Of course they're not good at detective work. A long pole used to promote a barge and fend off obstacles. What the fuck's a barge? I'm just gonna take what Burger King told me. Yeah, I got it. Because the prosecution is being handled by the Reaper of the Bailey, you mean? There's no way to save that man now. It's a waste of time trying. A barge. That's called a barge. It is all a bit strange, though. Sorry? The Reaper. He hasn't appeared in court once for a good few years now. Yes, we did hear something to that effect. And the only people he usually bothers with are the real scum, the master criminals, the violent ones. Master criminals? The violent ones? Well, that's right. He handpicks his victims, only deals with those guaranteed to go to the gallows for their sins. It was actually him. He's the bug who killed, the other guy. I forgot what his name was already. McGilded. But Mr. Natsume wouldn't... wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, surely. That's just my point, Sunshine. Yes, the young woman was stabbed, but it didn't kill her. Couldn't even say the intent was there. So this isn't the sort of case I'd be expecting the Reaper to want to sink his teeth into, for want of a better phrase. Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction, is it? No, there's got to be more to it. Some reason he's taking an interest. Maybe it's because I'm possibly gonna be here. Why did you just respond to yourself? Oh, you responded to Gabe, okay. I thought, Pinata, I thought you were responding to yourself having an emote. Like, God, love that you got that. Really? What sort of reason, Inspector? You think I could tell what's going on inside the head of that Lord of Darkness? Lord of Darkness, huh? You'll have to ask him yourself at tomorrow's trial. Are we really going to have to face the Reaper again? The Lord of Darkness, as he puts it? Well, I don't think we're going to get any more useful information out of the detective. Alright. Oh. Mr. Naruhodo, can I make a suggestion? She looks... Her face looks weird. Oh, yes, what is it? Well, it seems to me that we must speak with him about this. She wouldn't go find Herlock. By him, do you mean Mr. Sholmes? Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, exactly. Look at those shining eyes. You can't wait, can you? Well, Mr. Natsume did blame Mr. Sholmes for all this, didn't he? Yes, he did. He really did. Which makes him an involved party in the case. Are you just going to ignore that? I hope not. I assure you, it's not simply my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again. The trouble is, we have no idea of the man's address even. No, it's Baker Street! No! Oh God, I thought she was gonna flip me. How did you know that? It's in the stories, of course. 221B Baker Street, the most famous address in the world. Oh, I see. Well, there's nothing to stop us from going, I suppose. We'd better try and find our way there before Mr. Sato gets any more excited and unpredictable. She definitely does just want to see him again. Hurrah! I'll slip in a carriage! So we're to have a reunion already with the great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Snowman. What a delightful snowman. I didn't realize the English had a tradition of making snowmen as well. It looks a little creepy, though. Oh, it has a scarf, look! You need one if you're out in this freezing cold all the time. I wish I had one. I'm afraid our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment, too. We certainly can't afford a scarf. Surely the snowman here wouldn't miss his, but the person who made the snowman certainly would. Yes, I know, you're right. Anyway. Yo, Burger King, thank you for subbing for a second month! Let's go! Even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do much to warm my neck, would it? It's covered in snow. Brush it off, you idiot. I wonder if it's even important to look at these things. How do I go? Oh, a British bicycle, look! Although the wheel is so misshapen, I'm sure it couldn't possibly be ridden anymore. Someone must have been doing some breakneck cycling. It seems bicycles have become extremely popular in London recently. There's even a movement to change women's dress to allow them to ride as well. The bicycle fad won't last long. I don't see what anyone would... that was the thing, though, wasn't it? Like, when the bicycle came out, they were just like, this isn't gonna go anywhere. Goodness, do you dislike bicycles? No, not at all. I mean, it's not that I dislike them exactly. It's just that any occupation that involves taking both your feet off firm ground seems reckless. If you ever tried walking on stilts and fallen into a river, I know you'd agree with me. What? What a weird... Well, I have to hire a... Oh, we'll have to hire a bicycle sometime. You can sit behind me while I ride you around. Alright, well, let's go. I kind of want to show him my, Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Let's go! To the Mr. Sholmes house. Oh, what the fuck? Anime. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's just up there overlooking the street. Good day.
Good day.
Once again.
Good day.
This is it. The residence of Mr. Herlock's showers.
Is it? It's just I was very excited. It's not actually. Definitely not. Good day. Ooh, very nice inside. What the fuck is that, a shoe? Sholmes is sweet. Why does he carry that sword around? It's a keepsake. It's his friend's soul. So this is where the great detective makes his living? It feels surreal to be here somehow. Y'all just walked in his house? Damn. He's got stuff. Is it as described in the stories, Mr. Sato? Susato-san? Many famous cases have been solved here in this very room. God, she's just a mystery nut. Oh, I suppose they must have, yes. I've never read the story, so it's hard to get quite as excited about it as she seems to be. The detective chases the villain relentlessly as he disappears into the fog down an unlit London street. Oh, the thrill of it, the romanticism. Can't you feel your heart thumping in your chest? Can't you, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, I suppose I can, yes. So if you don't mind, I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please don't mind me. She's obsessed. Well, it looks like our detective friend isn't home at present. Excuse me, is anyone home? This thing, his house looks like an I Spy book. Oh, do we have a visitor? Oh, it's this girl! Hello! Is it a big new case for Mr. Sholmes? Hello. I straight up thought he said hello. Wait. Aren't you... Oh, how rude of me. I'll go and make some tea at once. Did she not recognize us? I'm sure it's the same girl. Mrs. Sato, did you see the girl who was just here? Oh, yes. Isn't it truly extraordinary? To think that the king of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on his case. The king of Bowaria? King Wilhelm Gottsreich Sigismund von Ormstein, of course. What? Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Forget the adventures of Herlock Sholmes for a moment and look over there! The tea's brewed and I have freshly baked cake as well. What is this music? It's you! I knew it. Sato-san recognizes her too. I would hope so. I missed that other girl from that last case. Ah, there you are. Ah, she's so cute. I forgot her name already. And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. Was her name Gina? It's the girl who turned up at the end of Mr. This fucking music. Turned up at the end of Mr. McGilda's trial in the defendant's antechamber. No, that word's not allowed. We don't use that word here. Thanks, Pinata. She is a little girl inventor. Lowly. We don't say that word here. The B? What B word? Blonde? I've never met a lawyer from the Far East before. Yeah, you did. We met literally the other day. Poor you, having to get straight to work when you've only just arrived in London. Oh, yes, it was challenging. Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know. Not real. There's a reason why the term was blocked. It's not an archetype. If you want an archetype, she's a child. A child inventor would be the correct one. Meanwhile, the term lonely has negative connotations. Not so much positive. That's why we don't use it. Oh, thank you. Is tea supposed to look that color? Oh my, what a fragrant yet mellow flavor. I haven't been drinking any of my tea lately. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hooray! It's a winter. I thought she said hurrah, it's winter. Ugh, I can't fucking read anymore. I tried blending different leaves designed to alleviate fatigue, you see. You must be exhausted after your long voyage here, and you have another ticklish trial tomorrow. Oh, and you're to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you lots of luck. We didn't tell her any of this stuff. Did Mr. Sholmes tell you about us by any chance? Oh, you know Hurley. Hurley? Mr. Sholmes to you, surely? Nah, it doesn't matter. The word is banned in here. I'm leaving it at that. Mr. Sholmes is a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see. Was he really? Well, I had no idea. I'm afraid Hurley's out on an errand again, even though he's just returned from overseas. Wait a minute. We met this girl for the first time ever yesterday at the trial, and only briefly at that. How on earth does she know so much about us? Oh, maybe he's talking about us. Did she deduce all those things, do you think? God, this game looks better on my TV than it does on my monitor. And perhaps more to the point, why is she here in Mr. Sholmes' suite? Oh, silly me, I haven't introduced myself, have I? I like how at the end of her little curls are just like little hearts. It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson. Wilson! Okay. I live here together with Hurley. Ah, Iris, is it? What a lovely name. What? What's the matter? No, wait, this can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson? What's the matter with Susato-san? Why is she so flustered all of a sudden? Her untranslated name is Iris Watson. That's interesting. Yes, that's right. And what are your names? Oh, I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer from Japan. Oh, sorry. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. It's wonderful to meet you. Lovely. Susie and Runo. Got it. Susie and Runo. Runo. Susie and Runo? There's more to this girl than meets the eye. I have so many questions for her, I don't know where to start. Yes, and so do I. Again? Why is she reading my mind? Ah! What's a pair of pens? Oh, I thought you said a hair of pens. All right, ma'am. It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey? Yes, that's right. You were ever so helpful. Thank you so much. A mentalist? I don't even know. What's a mentalist? Oh, no, not at all. I'm so sorry. We couldn't have been more welcoming. Though, at the time, we did have a rather large gun pointed at us. It says mentalist, right? Is it not? Anyway, I'm sleepy. Like this? Thinking back now. You left with Miss Lestrade in tow, didn't you? Oh yes, that awkward witness, Gina Lestrade. What did we say her name? Is that what we said her name was, Gina? Oh, Ginny? Yes, she's a professional pickpocket. So we found out. It was very naughty of her to pinch my invention like that. Are you referring to that trial-disrupting gun-like contraption? Exactly, so I followed her, you see, to get it back. Perhaps I should think about fitting a self-destruct mechanism in my inventions. This girl's dangerous. The Naruhodos are apparently notorious for thinking out loud. Or being obvious about what they're thinking about. It happens to Phoenix too. Is Phoenix last name Naruhodo? Is that even his name, Phoenix? No, his name is something else, isn't it? Hold on. His name is Nick, I think. In the English version. Oh, I know. What? I'm confused! Oh. It just says Ryunosuke is an ancestor of Phoenix. Wait, is Nick not actually his name? Is that just what that girl calls him? Oh. Oh, I see. So he is just thinking out loud. Anyway, I brought Ginny back here after that, so she could apologize to my trusty technician. Sorry, your technician? It's a Nick. Oh, is it really? His nickname is Nick just because it's a pun? Is that even a pun? A play on words? She gave him a nickname and it's literally just short of nickname? I'm fucking pissed. I hate this so much. I thought his name was Nick. I thought Phoenix Wright was an alias. Like, God, what are the big, funny Texas, defense lawyers that you hear commercials about? Fuck. Hold on. Jim, it's like Jim Longcar or something like that. What are they? Oh, well. Oh! Phoenix. Oh, okay. The Nick comes from Nyx and Phoenix, I hope. It's like Brian Longcar, the strong arm or something like that. Anyway. Hurley, of course, silly. Hurley? Yes, Herlock Sholmes. We live here together. I had no idea the great detective had such an interesting young daughter. Daughter? Not likely. This himbo cannot have a child. What? I wouldn't call him Hurley if he was my father, would I? Oh, that makes sense. Well, then, what is your relationship with Mr. Sholmes? Well, I expect you've found out that lodgings of any kind in London are very expensive. So the solution is to share the cost with a partner, a roommate. Your roommates? How? I hope you don't mind me asking, Iris, but how old are you? 10 at last this year. 10? Well, what of your mother and father? Oh no, they're not around. Oh, I see. I wonder what the story is there. Wilson. Oh yes, there's something I must ask you. Of course, go ahead, Susie. Susie. I'm a very great fan of the adventures of Herlock Sholmes and... Oh, you have a copy of Rance magazine. Yes, I read every issue. It's delivered all the way to Japan on a ship. Oh, this is so exciting. My stories are being read on the other side of the world. Ah, I see. My stories? That's right. Hurley is always solving such amazing cases, you see, and he tells me all about them. They really are quite fascinating. It would be a shame if I was the only one who ever heard them, don't you think? Goodness. Last night, he was telling me about a new case he just solved on a steamship traveling from a faraway land. Oh. It's just Susato and I forgot it. Was it Ryunosuke? It's just simplification, isn't it? Yeah. Naruhodo. So I was just in the middle of typing up the manuscript for the next issue before you came. So you are the author. Yes, I'll let you in on a secret if you'd like. I'm going to call this latest adventure the Speckled Band. The Speckled Band? That's certainly very familiar. Of course, I always change one or two details in the stories here and there. This time, I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of all the trouble. Oh. She just... she fucking fakes all these. Oh, that was Mr. Sholm's first thought as well, actually. Yes, and of course I know that a snake might not be a credible fit for the facts of the case exactly. It's a story. Some poetic license is justified to make it more thrilling, I think, don't you? So, do you mean to say... Oh, Susato. Are the stories about Mr. Sholmes that are published in the Rams magazine? No, her actual name was Gina, wasn't it? Ginny was just what Iris called her, wasn't it? All written by me? Yes, on my wonderful and very modern typewriter. But all the stories I've ever read are written by a doctor of medicine, Mr. John H. Wilson. Susato-san's getting more and more worked up. Yeah. Ah, yes, that's me. I mean, my name really is Wilson. But what about the doctor of medicine part? That's all true, too. I'm a doctor of medicine. No, at 10 years old? I mean, I became a lawyer in 40 days, didn't I? At 10 years old. Well, that's quite incredible. But... Dr. Wilson is an English gentleman. Ah, yes. I did alter the setting slightly for the stories to be more compelling. Oh. Well, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it? A great detective with a 10-year-old girl in tow. It kind of do, though. I suppose it does, yes. Oh, poor Susato. She looks like her whole world has fallen apart. She's now come to the realization that everything is just a story. About before. Yes, what's on your mind, Bruno? Do tell me. How did you know that I was a lawyer and we just arrived in London, I mean? Yes. Oh, and that we have a difficult trial tomorrow. How did you know all of that? Oh, that's what you mean. Please, tell us how you did it. Explain every detail. Basically, yeah. Of course, I'd be delighted, although there's really no mystery. Now, let's begin. Begin what? Iris Wilson is proud to present her logic and reasoning spectacular. No, not this again. What? First of all, I knew already that you were a lawyer, Bruno. After all, I met you yesterday at the Old Bailey, the defendant's antechamber. But you also said that we only just arrived in London. How did you know that? I observed a passport and travel ticket protruding from your breast pocket. He just keeps that on him? Oh! So I was reasonably confident that you must have only just arrived in this country. He's very stylish, though. I like his outfit. And on top of that, you accepted a case against that particular prosecutor, telling me you were unaware of London's court affairs. The Reaper of the Bailey. I walked right into that one, didn't I? Then I noticed the red ink stain on the back of Susie's hand. You were given that when you visited the local prison to meet with a suspect, weren't you? Earlier today. Ah! They use those stamps to keep a close eye on comings and goings, you see. I didn't realize. And a red stamp is only used for people visiting foreign inmates. She just left it on there. Well, now we know she... Ah! I guess it's sleeping time. Anytime now. Anytime now. Eventually. Sleep stream, good night. Oh, time to wake up. So that told me that even though you had only yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus McGilded, the two of you had already had cause to visit a foreign inmate at a local prison. However, neither of you was wearing a particularly sad expression on your face. So I concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or relative. That led me to believe that you must have accepted a new case. I see. But how could you have known that the trial is tomorrow? Well, having barely been home a few hours yesterday, Hurley solved yet another case. It obviously amused him. He told me that he'd caught a Japanese man who was bawling and trembling. A Japanese man? Well, clearly that must have been Mr. Natsume. God damn it. A damn point. Now, Bruno has that fancy Japanese sword. And I think your outfit is called a kimono, isn't it, Susie? Well, anyway, it was clear to me that you both come from Japan yourselves. So I put two and two together and decided you must be defending the Japanese man Hurley caught. And there was only one conclusion those facts could lead me to. You both came here to ask Hurley about the case. Wow. What a very smart 10-year-old. I'm gonna strangle her. There's a note on the mantelpiece that says the man's trial will be tomorrow. Hurley is always stabbing his notes with a knife, you know. He is silly. Okay. And that's all there was to it, really. Thank you for listening. I'm Iris Wilson, and that was one of my great deductions. Who do you think got it from who, I wonder? Why is she actually smarter? Hana, why? Wait, what did I do? What did I do? I feel like, Iris is a lot smarter than Herlock is. Oh, I hate children. She's bite-sized, how about that? Easy to eat. She's the doctor, so she has to be smart. That doesn't mean anything. So you've met Iris. We have met Iris. Well, was it a winner? Were my deductions correct? They were spot on. I was about to say they were actually spot on compared to... Goddamn. Literally the same brain. That was amazing, Iris. Truly a great deduction. You even managed the certain something of Mr. Shulm's delivery. Oh, well, I was just copying Hurley's style for that. Oh, so she got it from him, but she's better at it. Oh, no, I know that. I know that. But there's different ways you can be smart, you know? Like being smart around others. In which case, my friend kind of failed in that department. She was not very smart around others, even though she was book smart. She did not have the capability to be a doctor because she was not, you know, she basically acted like a robot, is what it was. This is, really very good news. At least that's what she told me. She still has a good job though. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be like a doctor if you go to like medical stuff. There's plenty of face-to-face medical things you could do. Street smart. No, definitely not. You could tell us all about the case involving the Japanese man. You will, won't you, Iris, please? Alright, please. So yesterday, Mr. Sholmes apprehended a Japanese man, as you were saying. Yes. Hurley had just arrived back in London after his sea voyage, but the police were waiting for him at the railway station to take him directly to the crime scene. Ah, the great detective is a popular man, it seems. You could. But anyway, she works in, like, blood work. I think I would prefer to do that. Apparently, a woman was stabbed on a quiet street somewhere in town. There were witnesses who had been, who had seen a short, shifty-looking stooped man running away from the scene. A short, shifty-looking stooped man. Mr. Natsume, beyond any doubt, Saseki-san said that he didn't see anyone else on the street at all, but it seems there are witnesses after all. Gabe. What the fuck? All you do is wipe the sweat. Hurley used his great deductive powers to determine the man's address. How? It was a lodging room very nearby. He went directly there with the police. And what did they find? A short, shifty-looking stooped man shivering in fear. Ugh, Mr. Sholm's great deduction certainly hit the mark this time. I bet the actual stabber was Mr. McGilded. He didn't die all along. Yeah, that's too sussy. And apparently the man likes to stab, I guess. Of course it did. He's a great detective. Still, that means the incident occurred only 2 days ago. Surely tomorrow is too soon for the trial, isn't it? Definitely. We have no time to investigate properly. Hurley says that London is rife with crime. Oh. Scotland Yard is doing its best, but they can't stay on top of it, apparently. Oh dear, I hadn't realized the situation was so dire. Damn criminals. That's why they can't afford to spend too much time investigating cases and trying the criminals in court. Staff and money are both short. Crimes are usually pinned on the first suspicious person. That's terrible. I suppose it's the harsh reality of the workings of the world's greatest justice system. I suppose it is, but in that case, I don't hold out much hope for Saseki-san. I can't read. Reading. Ironic that I can't read despite this being a reading stream, isn't it? Thank you for answering so many of our questions, Iris. This has been very informative. Before I change, I do want to play, I do kind of want to play, Hakuoki. Just so I can hate it. I'm going to turn off if I do play Hakuoki, I'm going to turn off the setting that tells you if you appeal to a character. We'll find out if I get a bad ending or not. And, if I do, that's it. Oh, God, but the way I act, I would definitely get a bad ending. I would not appeal to any character's good side. I don't want to go out with any of them. Ah, man, I don't think a dating sim's for me. You're most welcome. I had so much fun. Do you happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is at the moment? As you guessed, we need to ask him some questions about the case as well. I know. Yeah, definitely. Well... I expect Hurley is still investigating the scene. Of the case involving Mr. Natsume, you mean? Weren't we just there? Yes, Mr. Nuts. Oh, May? Mr. Nuts. Oh, no. Hurley said he was going to the man's lodgings. If you leave now, you'll probably catch him there. Iris, do you know where those lodgings are? Well, I imagine the police are still investigating the scene of the crime themselves, aren't they? Did you happen to come across a detective by the name of Gregson when you were there? Yes, we know Inspector Gregson. God, what kind of name is Gregson? Ah, goody. In that case, give Gregsy this from me, would you? If you do that, that's a cute little card, honestly. I like it. I'm sure he'll tell you what you want to know. What is this? A 5-shilling piece and a postcard, it seems. Very nice. This music kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, a Pokemon spin-off game or something. It reads, tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem. Gosh! This will make the inspector help us, will it? What the fuck are y'all doing? Ew. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but Burger King, I don't like what you just said. Oh, thank you, Iris. We'll give it a try. Good luck, then. I'm going to return to writing my manuscript, the speckled bear. And I'll be making more special blends of tea, so come back again soon. Oh, we'd be delighted. Thank you so much, Iris. I love Sasato. She's so nice. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, it's back to the scene of the crime. So somewhat dubious that they would exert any influence over the men of Scotland Yard at all. We headed back to the scene where Iris's curious note was one of the world's heaviest silver note and one of the world's heaviest silver coins in my hand. I have a silver dollar in my wallet and it's very heavy. All right, what a coinky dink, because I think I'm about to end it here actually. It's very convenient that we get to a checkpoint, I think. So we are going to save here. I'm going to end here, and if Mochi is still streaming, fuck yeah, we're gonna go raid my wife. Gamer Girl Bath Moonshine? What is that? Moonshine? Oh. It was deleted. I see. I don't think I quite understood what that meant. Alcohol? Alcohol? I think you spelled alcohol like that. You'll probably need to rewatch this next week. No! These things are irrelevant. The only thing I need is the evidence that it gives me, and then we'll be fine. I don't need to rewatch anything. Very dangerous if made incorrectly. I see. Alright, let's go raid my wife! Mochi Pon! Mochi, 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 mochi. Anyway. Thank you all for coming! Monchi is playing Genshin Impact. She was drawing earlier, so maybe she'll go back to it. I don't know. It did go by pretty quick. I think it's because I got distracted by several conversations, like, the Batman movie, AI script. Alright! Thank you all for coming, everybug. I hope you had fun, just whatever this nonsense is in this game. I'm sad I'm sad this took so long, we couldn't get to a court, to the court case. But, hopefully we'll have some, time for this clownery tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, next week. But tomorrow, I'll be live at 4 p.m. CST with more Tales of the Abyss. I can't believe it's been a week already since I played it. Alright, let's go say hi to Monty. Bye-bye.